Hi, I'm Michelle and welcome to my vegan kitchen. And today we're going to be making spicy vegan tuna rolls. And guess what? We're going to be making our spicy tuna from carrots. Yes, I said it, carrots. It's so easy. I made this recipe because I'm always juicing, right? I'm always making green juice or some kind of juice, and I made carrot juice and I had all this leftover pulp. So I was like, what could I do? What could I do? What could I do? And I don't know why. I looked at it and I was like, this kind of looks like tuna. So I decided to just add a couple of ingredients and it was delicious. So let me show you how I do this tuna roll. So I have here, this is my carrots. And this is what's left over. And I know you see some red in there. That is actually some beets. So when I was juicing my carrots, some of the beet pulp got in it also, but that's fine. The beets will just give it like a little bit more red, so it looks more like tuna. You won't even taste it, so don't worry about it. But you don't have to put beets in yours, just use the carrots. But this is the pulp. I have a whole container of it. So easy. Let me grab a bowl. I'm gonna take the pulp, dump it in, and I couldn't even tell you how much pulp this is, but I'll have the measurements on my website at myvegankitchens.com. I have the pulp here. I'm gonna use vegan mayonnaise. Simple, simple, simple. Let me get a smaller spoon, if I could find one. Okay, we're just gonna put the mayonnaise right in there. And it's a couple of spoons of mayonnaise. Then, fur cake, which is a Japanese seasoning mix. It has seaweed, and the seaweed is what's gonna give it a fishy taste. Dump it in. You don't really need to measure this. It's kind of use your best judgment how you want it to taste. The fur cake seasoning actually has some salt, but not a lot. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt, just a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna add a little salt to that. And we're just gonna mix it up. And you'll see, I'm just gonna incorporate it all. All right, so now I have the mayonnaise incorporated. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna add the secret recipe, sriracha. So we're gonna add some sriracha, and depending how spicy you want it to be, is how much sriracha you add. I like it spicy. And I'm just gonna mix that all up, get that all incorporated. All right, so take a look. That is it. That is your tuna. It is absolutely delicious right now. You can actually eat it or start making your rolls right now, but sometimes you don't have to. I like to put it in the refrigerator for maybe about an hour or so the ingredients really melt together and it really, really tastes like spicy tuna. However, there is still a little bit of a texture, and this is just because of my juicer and how it produced the pulp. If the texture is still a little too coarse for you, you can always put the carrot pulp in the food processor and blend it out a little bit to make it a little bit smoother. But that's it. This is my spicy tuna. So let me show you what I do from here. I have rice, and this is just my bowl of rice that I have steamed early on today, and I'm gonna season my rice. So in my rice seasoning, this is just a little bowl. I have rice vinegar, sugar, maybe about a tablespoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. I mix that up, pour it right on top of the rice, and just mix it together. I'm just gonna mix my sushi rice. Just incorporate all your ingredients. That's all we're doing. You gotta season the rice, because that's what's giving the sushi flavor. You just mix that all together. All right, guys, let me show you how to put this roll together. Got my rice on the side. I have these nori seaweed sheets, and you could get this in any grocery store. Your local grocery store, it's pretty common. I'm gonna take one sheet. On my board here, I have plastic wrap, which I have placed on top of my sushi rolling mat. So it's sushi rolling mat, then I have my plastic wrap, then I'm gonna put the nori sheet down, and I'm gonna do it on the non-shiny side. So I place that down, Okay. And come in close so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do, sorry, I'm going backwards. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna place sushi rice right in the center of my mat. Spread it out with my spoon. I'm just gonna do a thin layer. So I'm spreading it all the way to the edges of my seaweed. So I spread it all the way out. Easy enough, right? Get a nice thin layer. Then I'm gonna sprinkle sesame seeds on top of my rice. All right? And then I'm gonna take my seaweed, I'm just gonna flip it to the other side. So now you guys see why I have that plastic wrap so it doesn't stick to the sushi mat. All right, I'm gonna add my spicy tuna. I'm gonna do the same thing like I did with the rice. I'm just gonna spread it out. Now that I have my vegan tuna spread out on my seaweed, I'm gonna roll. So I'm gonna take the ends of the mat, I'm gonna fold it over, press, fold again, press my mat, make it tight. I'm gonna fold again, press my mat, pull it up, and we're gonna fold again. And that should seal it. Pick my mat up, and there you go. Okay, so we always wanna have a glass of warm water with a really sharp knife. The water helps to cut the roll. So here we go. Nice and sharp, so you get the nice sharp cuts. Beautiful. And once it starts to get a little sticky, dump it back in. Cut your roll. Look at that. We have vegan spicy tuna rolls, just like that. I'm gonna continue to make my rolls. This will make probably about 4 rolls. And that's it, guys. Look at it. Vegan spicy tuna rolls made from carrots. They're absolutely delicious. And no one will know. I mean, the only thing is the texture. It still has a little bit of the carrot, but like I said, you could put it in the food processor and blend it down a little bit. Another idea that I had is to cook the carrots just a little bit if you really want that smooth texture. But other than that, it tastes exactly like spicy tuna. So I'm gonna try one right now. I have some sushi sauce. So let me grab one of these, put it on my plate, add a little sushi sauce. I've been eating these all week. They're that good. Here we go. So good. That's it. So good. Oh, chew it down. Thank you guys again for tuning in, checking out this video. Remember, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There's plenty more meal prep videos that I have on site. Check them out. Again, subscribe and like. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for chilling in my vegan kitchen.